tutorial, I'm going to show you how to search for electronic books available from the Roane State Library. While the libraries are still closed, you can't check out print books, but we've got hundreds of thousands of ebooks that you can access using any computer device, anytime, anywhere. So we start out by going to the library homepage at library.roanestate.edu. The easiest way to find ebooks is to use the OneSearch tool, this gray search bar right there on the homepage. Now, I do recommend that you keep your search terms fairly broad. I wouldn't type in a long, specific question. Just use keywords. And for Comp 2, the easiest way to start out may be just to enter the title of the work that you're researching, and then maybe the author's last name as well. So for this example, I'm going to pretend that we're researching the novel 1984 by George Orwell. When I run that search, it initially brings back almost 9,000 results. And that includes things like articles and encyclopedia entries. It also includes things that have 1984 spelled out instead of just the numbers like I entered. So it's a lot of results. It's really way too much. So I highly recommend that when you're doing a search like this, you go over to the right-hand side and limit your search results to books. Now, if you're researching a different book or a short story or something like that that's not as well known as 1984 is, there may not be any book results. In which case, there are other tools we have that I'll show you in a different screencast. But with this example, we do have 53 book results. So I click on books, and now there are only 53 things that we've got to try to deal with. You can skim through the list of results, see if any of the titles sound especially interesting or look especially helpful. And then you can load more results if you need to keep looking. For this example, I'm just going to show you this result called The Orwell Conundrum by Erica Gottlieb. Notice that it's got the author's name right underneath the title. This is an ebook, and you can tell that because it says online access. So I click the title, and that takes me to a more detailed record for this book. Some more information about it if you scroll down. And then to actually open the book, you go to the online access section and click the link there. That's going to open this book within one of our ebook databases. It will ask you to log in before you can see the full text of the book. Some library resources will ask for just your RaterNet username and password, which is the same thing you use to sign into Momentum with. Other resources may ask for your Roane State email address, so you would need to enter the full email address, including @roanestate.edu at the end of your username. But this one only needs your RaterNet username, so that's all I'm going to enter. Click Login, and that will take me into this database with this particular ebook. Then to open the actual full text, you go over to the left and click on the full text link. My internet connection is being a little slow today, so you may run into the same thing where it takes 5 to 10 seconds to fully load the book. But now we are in the full text of the book, so you could go over to the left and jump around to a specific chapter, or you could even search within the book for a much more specific word or phrase. For example, you could search for totalitarianism, and it will show you each page in this book that has that word on it. So books can be great sources. You do not have to read them cover to cover to use one as a source. In fact, really, the best thing to do is to start out by skimming it. Skim the table of contents or search within it for more specific words and phrases. And then use the part of the book that is the most relevant to you and your specific thesis. If you decide you want to quote or paraphrase from a book, there's going to be a citation tool in the database. So you can click there and then scroll down to the citation style that you need. For example, MLA. And you could copy and paste that right into your works cited page. I'm going to close this ebook. And just as a reminder, we got there by doing a search in OneSearch, limiting the search results to books, clicking the title of one of the books, and then using the online access link. If you run into any problems looking for books in OneSearch or logging in or anything like that, please reach out to the library. You can chat with us in real time through our online chat, or you can email us using the email on our contact page.